Welcome to Nature Walk, the podcast where we delve into the wonders of the natural world. I'm your host, David, and I'm thrilled to have you joining me on this journey today. As we set out on our exploration, let's dive into a fascinating story that highlights the importance of understanding and responding to the changing needs of our planet's incredible creatures. Imagine walking along a beach in Ireland, the wind whipping through your hair, the sound of waves crashing against the shore, and suddenly you come across a massive, majestic creature lying still on the sand. This is exactly what happened recently when a rare narwhal, often referred to as the unicorn of the sea due to its distinctive tusk, was found washed up on a beach in Donegal. But this wasn't just any ordinary find, it was the first recording of a narwhal in Irish waters. As we explore this remarkable story, let's consider the context. The narwhal, with its unique tusk that resembles a fencing sword, is typically found among the sea ice of the Arctic. However, climate change is altering its habitat dramatically. The sea ice is disappearing, and the seas are getting too warm for both the narwhal and its food sources. This has led to speculation about why this female narwhal, without a tusk as they are mainly found on males, ended up in Irish waters. Simon Barrow of the Irish Whale and Dolphin Group shared insights into this extraordinary event, noting that one of the narwhal's stomach chambers was full of parasites which will require further investigation. The question remains, what drove this creature so far from its usual habitat? Was it seeking food sources in warmer waters, or had it become disoriented due to the rapid changes in its normal environment? This find is not an isolated incident. Strandings are becoming more frequent. Last year saw 300 by mid-December, mostly of dolphins and porpoises, but also including pilot sperm, minke, fin, and beach whales. The need for a structured approach to understanding and responding to these events has never been more pressing. In response, a meeting at Dublin Zoo brought together representatives from the Irish Whale and Dolphin Group, the National Parks and Wildlife Service, veterinarians, local authorities, and international experts. The consensus was clear. Ireland needs a formalized and consistently funded system for postmortems, tissue collection, carcass preservation, database compilation, and analysis. As we continue to explore the natural world on Nature Walk, stories like these remind us of the intricate balance of our ecosystem and the challenges faced by creatures like the narwhal. It's a call to action, not just for Ireland but for all of us, to support comprehensive research and conservation efforts. We'll be right back with more fascinating stories from the natural world on Nature Walk. Welcome back to Nature Walk. We're diving into a fascinating and somewhat unsettling topic today, the rising trend of wildfires in the far north. As temperatures continue to climb and lightning strikes reach higher latitudes, satellite-based maps are revealing an alarming increase in frequency and spread of these fires. Imagine vast expanses of Arctic landscape, once thought to be immune to such threats, now succumbing to the ravages of flames. It's not just the immediate destruction that's concerning, but also the long-term consequences for our planet. The Arctic region stores enormous amounts of carbon in its permafrost and peat, which, when released into the atmosphere, can accelerate global warming. Scientists like Clayton Elder, a permafrost expert, are witnessing this firsthand. He describes seeing 40,000-year-old grass embedded in the walls of the permafrost tunnel in Fairbanks, Alaska, still remarkably green but frozen in time. As the Arctic warms and thaws, this ancient carbon is being unleashed, potentially leading to unpredictable and far-reaching changes. Researchers are racing to understand and address these challenges, leveraging cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence and new satellite deployments to monitor and predict fire behavior. It's a complex puzzle, but one that must be solved to mitigate the impacts of these fires on both local ecosystems and the global climate. The situation is grave, yet there's hope in the collaborative efforts of scientists, policymakers, and communities working together to combat this growing threat. As we continue to explore and learn more about our planet's evolving landscape, it's essential to stay informed and engaged in the conversation about climate change and its many facets. Welcome back to Nature Walk. As we conclude our journey today, I'd like to take you to the majestic landscapes of Colombia, where a remarkable conservation effort is underway to save one of the most iconic birds in the Andes, the Andean condor. With fewer than 150 individuals remaining in the wild in Colombia and Ecuador, this species is critically endangered and its fate hangs in the balance. In a heartening turn of events, 3 Andean condor chicks have hatched an artificial incubation program run by the Jamie Duke Park Foundation near Bogotá. These tiny creatures, named Rafiki, Weira, and Ombar, represent a beacon of hope for the future of their species. As Fernando Castro, director of biodiversity at the Foundation, so eloquently put it, they are the salvation of the species. The journey of these chicks from egg to release into the wild is nothing short of remarkable. Wildlife caretakers use innovative methods, including condor-shaped puppets during feeding, to minimize human contact and ensure the birds remain wary of people, a crucial trait for their survival once released. This meticulous approach not only increases the chances of these chicks thriving in the wild, but also underscores the dedication and creativity of conservationists working tirelessly to protect this vulnerable species. The story of the Andean condor's plight and the efforts to save it is also one of community transformation. In areas where condors were once viewed as pests, education and awareness campaigns have led to a shift in perception, with locals now embracing these magnificent birds as allies rather than enemies. The town of Cerrito, once a hot spot for human condor conflict, has become a thriving destination for condor watching, generating income for local families and supporting the continuation of conservation efforts. As we reflect on the story of Rafiki, Weira, Embark, and the countless individuals working to ensure their species' survival, we're reminded of the power of collective action in the face of environmental challenges. The journey to save the Andean condor is a testament to what can be achieved when conservation, community engagement, and education come together. That's all for today's Nature Walk. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep exploring your natural world.